Hello and welcome. So look, it's been a while since my face has been in front of a camera. I ain't gonna lie. I've been getting a few projects off the ground, so but I'm like, dang, look, I haven't even flipped my calendar, y'all. We are in March. So spring is upon us. Spring is here. Spring is here. So yeah. Spring is here, and if you know, Mercury has went into retrograde. We've had daylight savings time, even though, you know, time really doesn't exist when you out here, when you're a spiritual being. It does not exist, but because we're spiritual and we live in the 3D, time does indeed exist. It indeed exists. The spring, the new year is pretty much, we're like 2 weeks away. A week maybe, where are we at right now? So yeah, the 20th is the first day of spring, so the 20th would be the spring equinox in a sense, when the new year officially begins. So I say let's get an energy check in for the collective. All right, Spirit, please protect me as I channel the message. Anyone sending me any negative energy, I ask that energy is returned to sender. Yes, let's look. Yes, return all evil eyes, spiritual and wicked deities, the confusion, you know. Tell you know, whoever you subscribe to reignite that passion, that desire, that focus, that drive within yourself. Let's get an angel message. Let's start off with a message from the angel oracle of abundance. We have, release of jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirms. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, not only, but so can you. So yeah, release all of that. Feeling as though you're without anything. Listen, I don't want nothing nobody else has because I don't know what they have to give up to get it. Don't want it. So, yes, knowing that what is for you will always be for you. It's just that simple. And peace for our affirmation message. Or this is the Healing Oracle deck. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and I embrace challenges. I am determined to think with gentleness and calmness. I find inner silence and become a piece of manifestation. Okay, so releasing jealousy or anything you feel as though you're without. You shouldn't be out here comparing oranges and apples. You feel me? You a whole plum tree out here and you see somebody with a mango. Baby, you growing from the root up. Like, you feel me? Don't do that. Look what comes out. Peace comes out. You are restoring this inner peace, this balance, this harmony. There are things like call upon peace, and peace does not always mean stillness. Peace is part of clarity. This is that high vibrational thing that it is that you want. Like, understanding that you are not required to do anything that is not balancing. Craving out here, longing. You've probably been longing for this. You finally have been wanting something. So what is it? What is this? Is it peace that you've been trying to obtain out here? Somebody may be jealous of your peaceful mind matter. The karma comes out, clearing debts, maybe cause and effect of things. So this is like, it's something that, you know, you've been trying to obtain for so long, and it's like understanding that you're not without whatever said thing is. Taking care of your self-care around this time as well. Finality. Farewells, leaving behind closure. So there's distance, separation. Okay, so hey. And give me one more. Well, I wanted one, but two came out. So I am going to take both. Abandoned, left out, walked away cold. Spying, social media, networking, and ways. So a lot can be unpacked here. But the main thing is there's peace within you, around you. Just claim it and accept that. Now, with that, if this is something that you have been working on, or whatever it is you're wanting, longing, it's finally coming to it's coming to the 3D. whatever this is, but it does require you maybe to feel it in the 5D, 4D, wherever you can, get your spirit to. But in order to get there, you do need to make sure you are doing maximum hydration. You need to make sure you are actually actively applying said things. This is the cause and effect of anything. If you are seeking peace, ask yourself, what does peace feel like? What does peace look like? What does it taste like? Whatever the case may be. What is peace? Get the peace. Now, this spying could be either anything. I'm picking up neighbors more so. This is not actually in a negative way. It's just, what is it that you got going on over there? What are you doing over there? What is it? What is it? But you've walked away from this. You've left out. There is some closure that has to be. Whether this is the old version of yourself, whether this is people from the past that are maybe spying because they can't actually figure out what it is that you are doing. But hey, there's a lot to unpack here. So let's see what we get for the overall energy. What do we have for the overall energy? So yeah, once again, it's something that you've been longing for. But whatever it is, you don't realize that this is what's in front of you. You're feeling as though you're bored with something. But peace sometimes is boredom. That's how you'll know. So whatever it is that you're wanting or you're waiting on is kind of saying you have it. Not only do you, you're wanting whatever this is, but you already have this. You already have something. You literally have something that you keep you keep raising the bar of something. Yeah, look, this is a lot. So pretty much they're repeating themselves. Justice comes out. This is the cause and effects. This is that duality. This is that balance in life. Temperance, the 9, and then judgment. All of these are, and I'm not even gonna lie, I literally just tapped the other deck, and I have to show you what just tapped. I just tapped it, and look what flips out. Temperance is at the top of that deck. I'm telling you, this peace that you are seeking, this balance, it is coming fast. And the beauty is that all it requires you to do is show up for it. It just requires you to accept this. This is about your abundance. This is about who you are. This is you accepting. All of this is owed to you, whatever this is. Major arcana is flipping out at the beginning of this. So it's kind of like, whatever it is, whoever you are, understanding that it is yours. You are that. Man, this is you literally stepping back into your divinity. Can't make this up. Queen of Pentacles comes out with the 9 at the bottom. Back into the spotlight, back into the limelight of whatever it is you're supposed to do. It did require you to go through something deep. You have to go back within yourself. I can't make it up. You went through the shadow. You did the work. And because you finally did that work, you're stepping back into this. It is uncomfortable, but I'm going to tell you now, High Priestess at the bottom, congrats. Whoever you are, whatever it is, you said I accept it. Okay, I'm gonna take the challenge. Queen of Wands, you accepted the challenge, and now you can step back into your confidence, and you can do it. You've walked away from something that doesn't serve your highest good. Oh well. But what does work for me, I will keep showing up for that. I will be the best version of me each and every day. Okay. Hello, completion. And because you decided to accept whatever this is, you can't be stopped. You won't be. You can't be. The devil only has a hold of you if you allow him to. Once you say, yeah, that ain't, nah, I'm good on that. That's not serving me. It's not doing me any justice. Let that shit go. Accept what it is that is for you. Hey, you gonna have to release that. That pain, that hurt, yeah. And I can speak for myself. I had a conversation. I was literally saying, damn, my parents really didn't teach me a lot of nothing. They didn't. They didn't teach me how to even balance a checkbook. They barely taught me survival. They didn't teach me that the first thing that you should wake up and have and you should consume should be something with H3O. Your melons, coconut water, things that are going to actually hydrate the body so that it can activate your digestive system. The first thing a lot of people consume is bacon and sausage and pancake, things that dehydrate the body, that puts the body in more of an acidic state versus an alkaline state. So knowing these things, and then also understanding that the spiritual connection to anything that is going on in your actual reality. Knowing that, oh, you have arthritis or you're having all of these muscle spasms, whatever the case may be. Well, what are you neglecting? Because your body is in an acidic state, you're stressed out. And it's like, oh, we mentally hold on to these things, whether it's something you went through as a child, as an adult, whatever the case may be. Why do you feel that way? Are you sitting with those emotions? Are you numbing the pain? Because you continuously numb the pain, which is going to build up in the body, which is going to cause some calcium deposits in the body. And so now you're sitting here trying to combat the pain of something that you're actually mentally going through, spiritually going through, emotionally going through. And now it is manifested in the physical, which is these attachments and the things that we hold on to. But it's like, once you understand how this shit really works, I'm telling you, you can read these cards any which way. We can come on here and I can tell you, oh my gosh, that someone's out here going to jail because of what they've done. But this is the justice that's, oh, jail is not always physical. Sometimes it is, if that is your karma. If you have been doing wrong in the 3D, it's going to come back to you. You've been dancing with somebody that you don't know who you've been dancing with, and now they come to collect. That's just the reality of this. That's how this shit really works. But you have closed out whatever this cycle is with yourself. Because I do shadow work and I do self-reflection, heavy on the shadow work. I don't give a fuck what nobody else got going on. What is it that you need to feel in order for you to have this emotional fulfillment, the new horizon, whatever it is? We was in a limit space for a little minute and we had to sit through that. And whether you were going through something mentally, emotionally, whatever the case may be, it had you skyrocketing through whatever it was. And so now that you're forced to go back through the awakening, sit with this, the equilibrium that requires you to feel again. And because you're being forced to feel it, okay, well, what does it feel like? What is it that you have been avoiding? What truths have you not been facing? Now that you face those truths, cool. Now that you're facing those truths, walk with confidence. We all have a dark side, and not in a negative way. It's just a simple fact that walk with your shadows. Allow them to guide you sometimes. Sometimes you actually need that. And your shadows is going to be what can release any tension or any built up things that you've been holding on to. So it's like, once you can just understand that it's a complete, you start back over. Okay, dang, the 4-year-old me did get her heart broke. You know, your dad said he was going to buy you that toy, and turns around, he didn't buy you that toy. But then it's like, you got to look at it on the other side. My parents were financially irresponsible. They couldn't even afford to literally take care of themselves, let alone y'all out here reproducing. Not one, not two, not three. Like, what are y'all doing out here? So it's like also understanding, okay, well, they weren't taught no better. And they also actively chose not to learn to do better. Cool. I understand it now. And so because they didn't do their work, I can't hold on to not only the pain you've caused me, but your own, what you didn't succeed in life. I can't do that. People will look at you and be like, damn, you made it out. And so it's like me, not like releasing jealousy may not be what you have, but it's actually what someone has directed on you. You know, when like, and this is just being transparent. I bought my first car at 17, and I had a job at 16. And I would get out of school and I would work from 4:45 to 9:45 because that was the hours I could work in school. And then my junior and senior year, I did co-op. So I would leave, I would take my 4 classes and then I would leave at 12:30 and I would go work from 12:30 to 9. And I was able to buy my first car. And we didn't have a car. And so when I bought the car, my mom was like, must be nice. She was like, you must think you, like, she literally told me, she was like, you think you all that because you got a job and you can buy a car. I was thinking, what? We walked to school majority of my elementary and middle school. Home from to and from. It would take me and my brother almost 40 minutes to walk home. No. I was tired of pitching rides with people that live close by. And would tell them, like, oh, no, you don't know. When they get to their house, I would just walk the extra 20 minutes versus me having to walk almost 40 minutes to get home. No. I didn't think I was all that. I genuinely was buying a car because we needed means of transportation so that me and my brother could get to and from to school. Yeah. But that's something I had to, and me realizing, like, now when it comes to this, it's like knowing, like, People will see that you have things in life, and because they may take you by face value, they be like, damn, you get everything you want. Well, yeah, if you put in that motherfucking work. Motherfuckers I know don't put in that work. So it's like, don't come over here sending that energy, because I'm going to make sure that ass get work. Don't do that. Don't come over here with that. You can't send somebody that has been through the mud. Bullshit. Because I can see through that. No, you don't like that I actually put that work in to get the things that I want in my life. If you choose not to actually get out there and grind, I don't know what to tell you. Everybody ain't just pillow princesses when it comes to shit. And because I've never been one of those, I can't relate. I'm not going to. Now, I also understand that there is a duality when it comes to things. So it's like, knowing that we live in a capitalistic society, everything around here is about business. How are you making your transactions in life? This goes for the things that you want and the things that you don't want to keep dealing with. Because if you keep making deposits for shit that you don't want in life, guess what? You will keep getting withdrawals for that same bullshit. Do what you will with that information.